What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Golden Dice Podcast. We are at our weekly spoiler recap on Monday. I'm Jack. I'm your host, as always, and with me I got Flock and Brian. How are you two gentlemen?
Better.
Good. I feel great.
Better.
Brian took a podcast off. He's feeling better.
Getting
Yeah,
back into it.
He consumed
It'll-
lots of 21 or older liquids on Saturday to recover. Though they
feel
probably
terrible.
stalled the recovery, but
I feel terrible.
all right, we got 24 spoilers to catch up on this week. A little mixed bag for me, but we start out pretty hot, and then it kind of cools off for me. So we'll go ahead and jump right into it. First up, we have Supreme Leader Snoke. He's an A-cost ground unit, Vigilance Villainy. He is a Shadow Ruler as a title. He has 6 attacks, 6 health, Force, First Order, and Official. Each enemy non-leader unit gets -2/-2, and he is a legendary. Big fan, awesome, competes in the spot with Super Laser Blast, so could be a little awkward of what you want to do in certain situations of, that's just a board state thing. You need to figure out what's more impactful in that moment for you, but Blue Villain has 2 very good options at 8 resources now. I mean, I think he's insane. And I'm trying to remember what the initial ruling is if you have Snoke out and you try to play another one. Like, obviously it gets defeated, but does it ever get the chance to stack the -2s for -4s? And I think the current ruling is no. But that is not clarified yet.
That would be bonkers, though.
Yeah, pay 8 to give everything
Just a
-4
complete
for a split
-4,
second.
-4.
That kills a
Oh,
lot.
that's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this card, though. This is going to be slotted into my Palpatine. I feel like it's going to share the spotlight with Super Laser. I feel like it might be like a 1 and 2, a 2 and 2 of both of those card situation. I got to find the right ratio, but this is definitely going to be played. I would like 3 of these in hyperspace, maybe hyperspace foil. I don't know. You never know.
You'll just pull them. It's all good.
No. I'll have the option. It'll be fine.
He'll have the
Yeah.
hyperfoils.
It's great, though. I love this card.
Yep, I like this one too. It's going to make deck building a little bit more challenging. When we get more of these, figure out what you want, but definitely like a good sideboard option with this and Super Laser. You can go however you want. I like the -2/-2, kills some stuff as soon as it comes out, and yeah, it's good. Hopefully, I guess at this point, generally the opponent's leader is dead, so that non-leader, hopefully, most cases, is not really too impactful. But yeah.
I mean, just thinking just off the cuff. I mean, this could be, if you live long enough, this could definitely help with the speed matchup. Since a lot of her stuff is lower ended, and it'll save you some damage for sure if you can stabilize. Definitely put the nail in the coffin there for her. But again, it's a reach, and I'm not that tall.
Not yet. We'll get you some stilts. We'll prop you up.
I need
We got
stilts.
you.
Maybe some platform shoes, maybe. I don't know.
The last one we were talking about, like legendaries being a little iffy. This one is, to me, is a good one. This is one that I want to pull. And you want to get.
Yep.
All right, cool. On to the next one. Flock.
All right, we got Maz Kanata, a ground unit, 1 cost, command heroism, in a 1/1 underworld. And the text is, when you play another unit, give an experience token to this unit. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. 1/1/1 is gonna be difficult. Doesn't trade with anything at all. Even when you give it play another unit, it starts to maybe. So it'll definitely be. I'm guessing you're gonna want this in the aggro deck, really. I mean, you're not gonna put this in anything that's not aggro. So aggro, I don't know if there's too much green aggro right now.
Good
You
dueling target.
got the Sabine, but like that's about it. But I wouldn't want this in Sabine. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't see it's going to be amazing right off the bat, personally. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
If you pull it with Ewing and you play it first, and you play another 2 to 3 things, then it becomes a 4/4 off the rip.
That's pretty good.
So that's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, playing it naked kind of feels odd.
Yeah.
And it just dies to like a Vader ping, a Palp ping, like a Sabine. It just dies to a lot. So you want to play it with a combo kind of idea
Yeah.
behind it.
Yeah, the Pirate Queen. Yeah, I agree. Her most playable spot right now seems like Han Solo deck
Mhm.
that's like the main U-wing deck. Um, yeah, like you drop her and you play, based off the
Echo
current
base
list, if you could play
defender or
like the
whatever.
Falcon or an Echo base or like Akbar too. Like those units. Akbar could be nice because then you could ping 3 into something. This gets 2 experience tokens. It's now you now played a 3/3, a 4/3 Sentinel, and a 1/4 with Restore 1 that did
Yeah.
3 damage on play. But yeah, like Flock said, like I don't know really aggro or control deck that would want to see this early. It's definitely like
Mhm.
it's a better Vanguard Ace. I will say that.
Yeah.
It's cheaper. um, but yeah, I guess Vanguard Ace is any card though, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Give an experience token to a unit after it's defeated. Yeah.
No, Vanguard Ace is it's like literally the same
Oh,
thing.
oh, I was thinking
How
about
many
the
cards you've played this
trooper.
phase?
That's right. I was thinking about the trooper, not the space unit. That's right. Yeah.
It's in the phase though, right? It's within that phase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it has to be that
rough.
one.
This is whenever.
Maz last forever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no,
Weird.
yeah, weird. U-wing's currently the spot. I mean, Underworld tag, it works with like McClunky and stuff as always, but it feels weird to McClunky this. If you can buff it to even a 3/3 to McClunky it back could feel awkward. But it is 1. Like it could just simply be a 1 that triggers like an easy trigger, and you're not worried as much about buffing her with experience. She could be like I used Greedo like when I was playing Cad Bane or Lady Proxima, where it's just like just a 1 drop that you can bounce back and use for all that targeted stuff. But
Mhm.
we will see. Brian.
Spark of Hope is a 2-cost command heroism event. Choose a unit in your discard pile. If it was defeated this phase, put it into play as a resource. Super good. Super good. Super cheap. Ramp card for Green Hero who needs it, to keep up with the hero. The villain command. 9 in a deck ramp. So
Mhm.
cool. Very exciting for them. I'm not a hero player, but very excited for y'all.
Not yet.
No. Maybe. We'll see.
Does not work with Han. I saw a lot of people asking those questions. Han is defeating resources. They're not units anymore. They're just considered resources. So you can't like start of the phase, defeat a resource, pick a unit as from one of your resources, defeat that, and then already have this online. You actually have to have a unit in play that's defeated this phase.
Great card.
Good
That's all I
rant.
can say about it.
Yeah, and it's really neat too that you put the unit in. So if you have a deck that has smuggling, just being able to like return those things to your resource row and still be able to play them, you're getting like just a lot of value out of that.
Definitely.
Cool. Next one, we got the Mercenary Gunship. 2-cost space unit, no aspects, 3 attack, 2 health, underworld vehicle fighter. Action, 4 resources. Take control of this unit. Any player may use this ability, and it's an uncommon. Welcome back, Fickle Mercenaries, for any Destiny players. A lot more expensive than Fickle Mercenaries, but dude, we talked about Kylo Ren Starfighter being amazing just because it was a 3/2 in space. And here we have an aspectless card. That's a 3/2 in space. Yeah, the downside is they can steal it. I don't know how often that's going to happen.
Not until the late game.
Yeah.
Not till the mid game. Not the late game.
Yeah.
But not until later. 4 is a lot for an
I
early
mean-
3/2 in space. Like,
I mean, I'm totally okay with people taking it for honestly. The only
Yeah,
one I
right.
wouldn't want. The only one I wouldn't want to take it is like Boba, because Boba can always restore his resources, so he can get some back whatever he takes. So, but anyone else, I feel like 4 resources hurts them for a 3/2 in space. That can easily be killed by like you make an opening or something like that. So, obviously, if you're gonna play this card, you're gonna have ways to handle it once it gets stolen. So if they pay 4 to take it, you're like, all right, well, I'll just kill it. Whatever. It's probably going to cost less for you to kill it than it is from the steal, and you win that trade.
And then you're also probably playing in it, like, even if you like don't kill it that turn, if you could like hit twice for this, and then you play your own
Mhm.
actual like 4-cost unit that's 4-cost stats and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you could feel pretty good. But I
Yeah.
mean, this is a good like I feel like I lean more villain just because like hero has had a lot of good ships so far, and you know, if you're not villain red, this is like a good answer to Sabine's and
Yeah.
restored arcs and the X-wings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sauceless. It goes anywhere.
That's what I mean. Literally any deck. So
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
if you're villain and you don't have red, you know, if you have whatever pair of the other 3, you can just add this in.
Yep.
I mean, think about even like Palp Green we've talked about recently.
Yep.
And then if you're worried that they're gonna steal it, you could just throw it at one one other guys. So, yeah. Dude, I said this on Twitter like a week or 2 ago. The aspect list cards seem so much better
This set.
this set
Yeah.
than last. Like last set.
Don't say that. Flox doesn't get his feelings hurt.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Volunteer Soldier is still a great card. I don't care what you say.
The confiscate might see play going to this one for the same reason like we're talking about with this, where it's aspect list, defeat and upgrade, 1 cost, super versatile, go in any deck. And then the other one just like isn't played because degeneracy of the restock where you can like
Yep.
put 4 cards back, including like itself. So yes, those are played, but like never seen Underworld Thug, never seen Volunteer Soldier, never seen the Corellian Freighter. You
Frontier
saw
RT.
the ATRT for like a split second in the beginning of the meta in like Boba Yellow, but that got like people just found more optimized lists, and that just wasn't it. So
I feel like some people were putting Corellian Fighter in something. Wasn't that like green Palp deck? The mono green Palp deck, pretty sure. had
Yeah,
Corellian
just because there was
Fighter.
no other options.
Yeah, you just wanted something to slow down Sentinel in space is good. So
yeah, 4/4
Yeah.
can eat some stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. On next one, Falcon.
no, it's Finn.
Oh, okay.
So we have Finn, leader unit, ground, 5 cost. I gotta click on the card so we get the inside. So vigilance, heroism, action, exhaust, defeat a friendly upgrade on a unit. If you do, give a shield token to that unit. Deploys on 5 resources as a 4/6 fringe trooper. On attack, you may defeat a friendly upgrade on a unit. If you do, give a shield token to that unit. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I guess maybe if you were giving a bunch of experience tokens, I sometimes would defeat an experience token for a shield. But other than that, I don't see the combo yet. There's got to be one, obviously. But yeah, I don't like it right now. I need more. Not a fan.
Yeah, I know we say rare leaders need a second to cook, but this is a
Yeah.
rare leader that I'm struggling
go-
to see him getting in the kitchen even.
It's gonna be well cooked.
Yeah, I mean 4/6 at 5, like his stats are fine.
Yeah.
There's not like crazy support for Trooper yet, but it like even if you get a deck where you can get like 15, 20 cards that support Trooper or like synergize with him in that regard, I just struggle to see his like leader side being crazy impactful consistently. Like I said, I think what Flock said is like the only one where I'm like, yeah, I probably would trade experience. Like especially with Rose, how like she can defeat a shield to give 2 XP, and then you can defeat one of those XP to give a shield. So like you can do that to like go up in experience and still have a shield, but like that's so slow and like kind of obvious. So
If you,
I don't know.
if you have a slow round and you have Metal Ceremony, I guess, and then you can start defeating those experience give shield tokens. I'm kind of okay with that, but that's like a perfect world.
But we're also starting to shift away from rebels in this set, so I mean, you have to play the previous set with this, which you might be doing anyway. I'm just saying that that's not always going to be the case where it works.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Finn's just like we've seen some
Bad.
weird ones with like Hunter and like people were dogging on Kylo for a little bit. I think people are coming around on him. Who else? Even like Fennec, people are dogging on. We'll get to Aphra in a little bit. People are dogging on, and like I see the reason people do that, but at those I'm at least interested in those characters. Finn, I'm just like I don't know. I'll wait till somebody else cracks him and then I'll give him a try. But he just like doesn't even interest me.
I
I
think a
feel like
lot of the leaders in
the
this set are
best
just
upgrade for him, he can't even use the brutal traditions, the villain blue one, where it's like if that's defeated, but if
Yep.
your unit was defeated, you can play it again from like discard. Like if he had something like that where you could interact with his discard, that would be interesting. But we
yeah.
don't.
Ugh. It's just rough.
Yeah.
Super rough.
All right, Brian, you got the next one?
Sure. Pillage is a 4-cost aggression event. Choose a player. They discard 2 cards from their hand. Ugh. I hate Mill, but it's great. Good card. It's just unfortunate that they choose.
I like that. Like, yeah, I would
That's the
play
only thing,
this
but it's
over
good.
Forced Surrender in my Chariot deck
Yes.
because it's cheaper and it does the same
Mhm.
effect where I don't need to draw as much.
I like it.
Yo,
Yeah, good
Flock
card.
loves discard, dude. I'll tell you what.
Dude, I love discount cards from hands.
I love Mill.
dude. Not
Aphra
Mill,
Gaming.
just taking stuff out of people's hands. Make them change the whole way they're playing.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. There are no conditions on it. It's great. It's a good card. So cool.
On the next one, Unrefusable Offer. 2-cost upgrade Cunning. Attached to a non-leader unit. Attached unit gains bounty. Play this unit for free under your control. It enters play ready. At the start of the regroup phase, defeat it. +0/+0. It's a rare, it's a bounty, and it's a condition. Super interesting of like I just see like the yellow Palp list of this and Traitorous and Palp and Change of Heart. It's like steal your units, brother.
As a future boss main, I don't like this card. I don't like it. I can't do it twice. So,
Yeah.
But no, it's cool. It's interesting. I mean, the bounty mechanic's really starting to ramp up and be more enticing as they come out. I think the last 2 or 3 have been really, really interesting. The one with the green Vader U-wing reinforcement kind of starts the top 10 and play something for 3.
Yeah, was
But
it
this
search
is this
5
too.
if it's unique, search 10 or
You
something?
need search 10. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they're certainly interesting. Two's a lot,
Time
but
will tell they're gimmicky though.
if you hit it though on like
Yeah.
something big and then you could trade that again into something could be pretty nice, but it's like yeah. Cuz you have to like spend 2 to put this on them, use another card to trade into it, and then you get their card and then ideally use their card to like trade into something for them.
But there's no restrictions on what it can be, right? It could be anything. So
Yeah.
I mean, you could put this on like an Avenger. You could put this on like a Devastator, a Finalizer, a Snoke. It's one of the big bombs you have, and then kind of maybe Rivals Fallout or something,
Yeah.
But again, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. And
I got nothing to
DJ
add.
art is a little rough. If that's supposed to be DJ.
You don't like him?
That's got to be DJ.
Yeah, I would think so.
Trying to zoom in, my eye just froze.
It's froze. I mean,
Trying to
yeah, I
zoom
think
in
it's
on
the
his
scene
face.
like right after he betrays them, and they're like all in the hangar.
Business, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's rough.
All right, Flock, you got the next one. Here's your Finn synergy, dude.
Inspiring Mentor. Upgrade 2-cost Cunning Heroism. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. Attached unit gains on attack / when defeated, give an experience token to another friendly unit. Yeah, this looks good into Finn for sure. So you can, attack and then keep give an experience token. Unfortunately, it's another friendly unit, but then you can start building it up and giving it shields and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I like it. But I feel like it's only going to be in not only with Finn. I don't know, but this definitely is a good upgrade for sure. You gotta have other units on the board. That's the only difficult thing. Giving it 1/1. Okay, I just kill everything else. There's nothing to give experience to. So
Yeah, I mean, if it ends up being good, it'll definitely be played outside of.
yeah,
mostly Memeing was saying like, here's Finn's like engine because
Yeah.
like, yeah, I mean it probably is the best one for him, but it still just
Yeah.
seems all terrible. Like it's still probably just better and you know, even think about giving this to Luke and stuff and like him handing out experience and a shield on his attack. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like that could be pretty nasty. I'm trying to think who are the green ones again this set? Hunter and
Boba.
yeah, yeah. But yeah. Anyways, seems like fine. A little weird. Love the art though. I think it's pretty sick art of Obi and Luke. I wish it was a when
it's
played.
okay.
Yes.
Instead of one
Instead of
defeated.
the one
yeah.
defeated.
Agreed.
Cool.
Cool.
Brian, you're next, right?
Vambrace fire. Vambrace flamethrower
Fire thrower.
is fire thrower. I looked at the fire. I was like, that's fire. Vambrace.
Fly, you take this.
Vambrace flamethrower. Sorry, is a 3-cost upgrade. Aggression only. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. Attached unit gains on attack. You may deal 3 damage divided as you choose among enemy ground units. +1/+1. Item, armor, weapon. It's cool. Little indirect damage that you choose. So it makes it a little less indirect. But it's interesting.
Finn synergy. It's an upgrade.
Stop it.
Defeat that 3-cost.
It just stinks. A 3-cost upgrade, there's a 1/1. It has to be on a unit that's probably got a lot of health to begin with. Otherwise, you're paying 3 and it's gone.
It's going on a leader. It's going
So
on like
it's going on a leader or something high cost.
Saxon. It's going
Yeah.
on Bo-Katan. Like
I just feel like I hate upgrades like that where it's got to be on like towards your end because that's one of your end cards that you can't really use. Like I feel bad putting on this early on a unit.
Yeah.
But then, but like you can put this on. What was it? Like Fenrau, maybe. Is that who that
He's
was?
2.
Oh,
I mean,
two
like
or
you
less.
could, like obviously you could do this to put it on him for 1.
It costs 2 less. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. He then becomes a 6/7. Give a
7
-2,
cost.
-2, and then you do a 3 on your own attack. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very specific, but
I mean, definitely on attack stuff that like can ping like that is pretty good. You know, you may deal 3 damage divided as you choose among enemy ground units. So it's like you could ping 2 shields off and then put 1 somewhere else. If you can. Like it's pretty good. It reminds me of Boba's effect, the legendary from the first one. But now you get to pick where all 3 damage goes. So like,
Yeah.
the effect isn't bad, but it's just like you said, you're paying 3 for this, like for an upgrade. Like you kind of want it to be baller, like a Jedi lightsaber, and this doesn't scream baller like a Jedi lightsaber.
Nope.
All right. Next one, we got Final Showdown Event. It's a gambit. 6 cost. Cunning. Ready each unit you control. At the start of the regroup phase, you lose the game. This is another legendary. Super spicy. Wouldn't recommend playing this if your opponent's at full resources. You want to try to like bait some resources out and then hit someone with this. I mean, Boba Yellow certainly could like do this. The play like the round after they play Fire Spray, like at 7 resources.
Ouch.
You think he like
Yeah.
You have the crazy turns Boba has. He's deployed. You got some good damage on base, maybe extra 4 from Cunning. Play Fire Spray at 6. You go to 7. You hit with Fire Spray again. You hit with like probably Boba Leader again. They like spent resources to do whatever, and then you now could play this. Stand Boba and stand the Fire Spray. There's 9 more at least. Whether or not this will be good, I don't know. But like,
Yeah.
it's certainly interesting. It definitely will start off as like a 2 of in my Boba Yellow deck.
I don't want to pull this.
This is one that I would, if I don't pull, I'd be okay. But I will play with it if I have.
I don't want to pull this. I mean, a lot. We're going back to the conversation with the legendaries in the set. Just feel like odd. This is just so gimmicky and weird. But like, this will feel really bad if it's played against you to a victory.
I think it's more playable than some of the other. Like it's more playable than the Endless Legions one. Currently.
It's playable. It's playable.
It is playable. You're right.
You can play it in your decks.
True.
Yes, it is playable.
True. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's fine. I don't think it's like super doo doo poo poo. I think you could see it as a 1 or 2 of.
Super doo doo poo poo. I don't know, man.
I can even see it being used in control decks. I mean, who wouldn't want to attack with the Avenger and then someone does whatever and you say you play this card and ready your Avenger and attack again.
Yeah, but then you just you make sure you have to kill them.
Yeah, I'm saying you have to kill, but you're hitting for a lot. Like usually, I can see this being in like that kind of situation.
I almost want to put this in my Palp deck as like a funny haha, because at that point, I'm playing it for 10, but I've got like maybe an Avenger, a Devastator, a couple random things out, Palpatine. Like you could potentially swing for.
You're naming a situation where if you don't win the game without playing this card, you should probably like figure out what you're doing wrong. If you have an Avenger, Devastator, and Palpatine all out,
yeah, dude, it'd be hilarious. It's just a big old in-your-face kind of like,
Oh yeah.
I view this as closing a game like around before it should be when the game is like even. That's why I'm saying like in Boba, if you're Palp with Devastator and Avenger out, you should just win.
It's a funny haha, You got to make sure you win.
Yeah. Just style on them.
Yeah, style on them. It's for flexing.
Well,
Waste up a slot in your 50 so you can style on them.
We still have 2 more yellow, and we still have 2 more blue, and 1 more red to be spoiled for legendaries. All right.
Interesting.
On to the next one.
We have Resourceful Pursuers. Ground unit, 5 cost Cunning. 5/6 Bounty Hunter with Saboteur. I like this generic yellow card. It's pretty good curve, 5/6 with Saboteur. Yeah, I like it. Fits pretty well. This is good. This is going in all my yellow decks. Every single, even out of aspect, it's going in my out of aspect. Keep shaking your head. You're going the wrong way, Jack.
There.
He's
right,
going to do a 360.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 9 cards, you will see the reason you would never play this, especially in Villain.
I haven't read all the cards. This is the first time I'm reading these cards.
All right. Well, we'll come
This
back.
is like my first experience of reading the cards.
We'll come back to another 5 cost.
All right. Sounds good.
Villain with Saboteur, and you'll see why that you'll never play this one.
Here.
It better be a bounty hunter too.
It is.
Oh my god!
Spoilers.
Oh, yeah, hold your horses now, bro. All right.
Might be crazy what I'm about to say.
This is me inferring that there's a card that's just straight better shows my thoughts on this generally. It's whatever. You ready, Brian?
I'm ready. Dr. Aphra, rapacious archaeologist, is a cunning. I'm not flocked. Is a last card. I don't know. The flamethrower. Yes, is a cunning villainy leader. When the regroup phase starts, discard a card from your deck. Epic action: if you control 5 or more resources, deploy that leader. Comes out at a 2/5. Fringe. While there are 5 or more different costs among your cards in the discard pile, this unit gets +3/+0. When deployed, choose 3 cards in your discard pile with different names. If you do, return 1 of them at random to your hand. More rare leaders that I just don't understand quite yet. She is weird AF. I just like 5 or more with. That's so odd, and it's random too. It's not like you're choosing the discards. You can't stack them the correct way. You're discarding at random for 3 turns. You might have some units that are dead or some events that you've played that you can kind of stack your discard pile with, but like you're potentially dropping Aphra to 2/5. I mean, you're not going to do that because that's
you need six cards when you flip her, because one of those cards that's in there is going to be returned to your hand.
Correct. So I mean,
and then you need to make sure that those.
And even then, she's 5/5. Like,
I mean,
I
no,
don't know.
5/5 at 5 is pretty good.
Uh
My issue
huh.
with her currently is that there's like nothing that like works well with that. Making your discard pile to a resource is something that is good, but she just like, where's BT, where's 000, how do they interact? Are they
But
like
also,
ways to like discard stuff, like a self mill to them be like overcosted by 1 or 2, or like
she has
what I mean?
nothing still.
Or
There's
overstacked.
no ongoing leader ability. Like there's no
That's what
she
I mean.
just
But if
feels
there ends up being like cards that she can play from discard, and
yeah
she's okay milling them, like almost
yeah
like a smuggle, but from discard.
yeah. I'm not saying it personally. I have to pay to see those, so maybe I just I got to get my
Currently, I'm with
prescription.
you. Currently I don't think Aphra is like super great because there's no real synergy with or like way to interact with your graveyard yet. Because like I said,
Yeah.
you need 6 cards when you deploy her. So turn 1 you don't discard 1. Turn 2 you do. Turn 3 you do. Turn 4 you do. So you'll mill yourself 3 cards. You need to find a way to get 3 more into your discard as well.
I don't know, man. She just like
That's what I mean.
that's a lot of work.
There's-
A lot of work
for a 5/5, which
for
is
five
good.
five.
Which
It
is
doesn't do
good.
anything. But and then even then when you're yeah, you got to really hope there's something you can dig out of the discard pile. I mean, she's like a Palpatine's Return kind of deck, but because even when she goes back to being your leader, you're still discarding a card every time,
Yes.
which sucks.
Yes.
If it doesn't pay off for you, like if you can't find a way to cycle out your discard, she
Yep.
doo-doo. She poo-poo doo-doo, as
Yeah,
you
that's
said.
what. Like, if you just swap her in straight for like a cat or a Boba deck, it's gonna be terrible. But if she has her own archetype with her own stuff, like, it could be very powerful. But currently, just not there.
No.
Which
Yep.
is sad, dude. Aphra was like my favorite leader at the end of Destiny.
People are mad
I
about
loved
that.
her.
I mean, people really, really wanted her to be something special and great. I don't even like the art.
I love
TBH.
the art. You idiot.
Art's pretty chill. I'm not gonna lie. You're just wrong,
Who?
Brian.
Oh yeah, classic.
He's always wrong.
Classic.
Idiot.
All right. Any other thoughts on
Yeah, she
Aphra? I know
poo-poo-doo-doo.
Brian and I talked Flock. Do you have anything on her?
No, not really. I'm still reading the card to figure out what the heck is going on here. I've read it about 20 times. I'm like, so what does she do?
Me too, dude.
At least
What
she
does she
falls
do?
in the category of what I'm interested in. Finn still does not. So
True. Yeah.
Flock's over there thinking out Finergies.
he's still reading the title. Rapacious.
Yeah.
Rapacious?
Rapicus.
Rapacious. right.
Rapacious?
On to the next one. We got our third Chewbacca.
Yes!
Ground unit. Vigilance,
Yes!
Heroism. Absolutely love his title and its Pike's Bane. 4 attack, 10 health, Underworld, Wookiee, Grit. When played, you may defeat a unit with 5 or less remaining HP, and you may also snuggle him for 9 aggression, heroism. So his smuggle aspects are different than his base aspects, and he's a rare. Makes me think that he can work with Han, who we haven't seen yet. We don't know what he does yet, but we see he's the red hero leader. So maybe he works with the new Han because you can smuggle him in red, makes me think. Dude, but you can view this as like like it's the same as Takedown, right? It's up to 5. I know it's
Mhm.
at 8, so like it's the things that you wanted to hit is going to go smaller. But like you can view it as like you play Takedown and you leave like he's a 4-cost 4/10 grit type thing. Like
Yeah.
I love this
I
card.
think he's pretty good.
I'm looking at it as like it costs 1 more than Dooku and is much better than Dooku. Because Dooku's a 7 cost, defeats something 4 or less HP remaining. This is 8 cost, defeat a unit with 5 or less HP remaining. It's a 4/10 versus a what? What's Dooku like a 4/6?
5/4.
He's a 5
5. He's a 5/4, so he dies
You were even
instantly.
overestimating.
He's a 5/4. Now we got a 4/10 with grit.
shielded.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah,
insane. This card's insane.
you can expect me to maybe play a Wookiee centric deck soon.
Dude, Chewbacca showcase stonks are going up, dude. I'm telling you.
I started putting together the Wookiee deck this weekend. I gotta tell you, I vastly underestimated just how many Wookiees we've got in this set. There are a lot.
There's more than they touted Bad Batch as the theme of the set, and there's more Wookiees than there
Ah.
are Bad Batch.
The Wookiees are the Bad Batch. You know, that's a Bad Batch of
True.
Wookiees.
Maybe that was the Bad Batch all along.
I like this card a lot, though. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited. He's got no synergy with the leader Chewbacca, but that's okay.
It is weird. At 8, it's like, how much better is he than Redemption? And it's hard because like Redemption heals and is a Sentinel and like is really good. 6/8, and then it's like you look across the aisle at Villain. It's like, what do they have for 8?
Noke.
Snoke, Super Laser Blast. Then
Yeah.
what's Avengers 9? Right?
Avengers 9, Relentless is 9.
Yeah, then you're up to Devastator and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, he seems like he's pretty decent, but I could see like Hero Blue still just running Redemption in that slot.
How
but
dare you.
We would need to play.
Idiot.
We would need to play.
Yeah.
The smuggle is relevant too. You know, just to like.
Yeah.
You know that could be a reason why you run it over. As always, my view is from Churret. So you know the red is still there. So I could smuggle this for 9 in that Churret deck, and that could be relevant. So I could resource my bombs early, and then still have this later.
Yep.
But yeah. All right. Flock, next one.
Unlicensed Headhunter. Space unit, 2 cost, aggression. A 3/2 underworld vehicle fighter with Saboteur, and while this unit is exhausted, it gains bounty. Bounty is heal 5 damage from your base. I kind of like it. It's not bad. It's a low cost space unit that you want to get it that has Saboteur, so you don't have to worry about it. And then, you know, hopefully you've done more than 5 damage to the base before it dies. You know,
Saboteur. It's
so
fine.
I can even see it not even attacking base, just kind of attacking units mostly in the space, just to counter space units.
The Saboteur being better just to defeat shields to like kill something rather than pass Sentinel. Yeah. I mean, control decks could like not hate it, but like I'm also just thinking like if I'm then, you know, control just still screams villain at this point. It's like if I'm villain control, why not just run Kylo Starfighter and that non-aspect one we just talked about, and not have to worry about like the bounty screwing me. But control doesn't really care for the bounty as much earlier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Palp's not doing damage to base when this is out. Like if he's playing it when this is out.
Palp's doing damage to base for like 8 turns.
That's what I mean. So if your opponent heals, and even if they heal the little chip damage you got in, like you probably don't really care because you're eventually going to win with a Devastator, an Avenger, a Relentless, you know, whatever.
All of the above.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right. Next one.
Okay. Let the Wookiee win is a 2-cost cunning heroism trick. An opponent chooses 1. You've ready up to 6 resources, or you ready your friendly unit. If it's a Wookiee unit, attack with it. It gets +2/+0 for this attack. The Wookiee synergy's coming together. I was a doubter for sure. Although the choices here are kind of iffy, I guess. I mean, it's fine, but like they choose and they could just you know. I don't know. I'm okay. I'm like, this is a middle of the road card for me. It's gonna go in the Wookiee deck because, you know, but I'm not like super high on it. I'm almost unhappy that it's a rare.
Yeah. In general, I hate choice cards, but the fact that you can ready any friendly unit is what piques my interest. Like, you don't have to ready a Wookiee. You can literally just have this in your deck and ready Han, you know, what other yellow hero decks. You know, this could be like an aggro deck type thing too. The ready the 6 feels weird because like you need to make sure you have another card in your hand to take advantage of that. And in reality, it's like you're readying 4 almost because like 2
Smuggle
of them
something in.
are what you
Just smuggle.
played.
Doesn't have to be in your hand. You can smuggle.
Well, yeah, you need a way to take advantage of the readied resources. But then if they don't, and you get to ready a leader, you get to ready a 5/6 attack thing. Like it's not limited to your Wookiees. But if it is, and you're ready, and you smack for like these Wookiees have at least like 3 attack, swinging for 5. A lot of time they got grit. Could be more.
They're pretty gritty. Yeah, this if just looking at it and someone plays this, I see all scenarios where I'm like, I don't want either choice. I don't want to take the risk and give you 6 resources, and also I don't want you to choose who to ready and attack with. So, yeah, this could be a very good card.
We'll see.
Oh, we'll see.
Time will tell. I gotta play with it.
I also laughed at the holographic whatever.
They're also falling.
Are falling. It's like, shouldn't they just be on the?
Yeah, they're just a
table?
Yeah.
But all right. Next one, we got Swoop Down, 1 cost, event, Cunning. It's a tactic. Attack with a space unit, it gains Saboteur and can attack ground units for this attack. If it attacks a ground unit, it gets +2, and the defender gets -2 for this attack. And it's a rare.
Crazy. It's crazy.
This seems like really good. I like stopped myself for a second and was like, well, I don't really like that other. What's the 1 cost precision fire? They get Saboteur and +2 if they're a trooper. I'm like, I cooled on that pretty fast, but the fact that this also gives them -2, I think makes it a lot more interesting. Because even though that had the trooper restriction, this essentially is a space unit, which you still only have generally like 15 space units in a deck, and that's a lot. But just this also gives the ability to cross zones too, at that added aspect. So I'm a fan of this card. I like this.
Yep, I'm a fan. I like the art. For sure. Art's cool. But yeah, this could be great. There's a few times we're in the games where I've drawn all my space units basically and nothing in the ground, so this gives you an opportunity to do, if that does happen, you can slow down the ground if you need be.
Think about this with what's that 4 cost one that goes across strafing gunship? That now attacks for 5 and the opposing thing gets -4.
Yep. And then now if you're playing what's it called? The leader gives you minus, or is that an action suit? I forget.
Jin,
yeah, is that an action?
No.
if she's out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if she's out.
If she's out, then -5.
Yeah, but you have to play Jin, so
yeah.
Then you're playing Jin. No, dude, this is a great card for the IG-11 space deck without maneuver and all your space units, dude.
IG-88.
Yeah, it's up on the up and up, baby.
Dude, Stonk's going up.
Oh, what did I say? IG-11? Yeah.
You said 11, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
11's on, yeah.
All right, who read this one? Me, right?
Yeah.
All right, on the next.
All right, we got another Finn upgrade. So we have Heroic Resolve. It's a 1 cost upgrade that is aggression, heroism. An attached unit gains action. Spend 2 resources, defeat a heroic resolve on this unit. Attack with this unit. It gets +4/+0 and gains overwhelm for this attack. I have no clue what any of that means. Give me a second. I gotta break that down. I'm reading and I'm like, what the heck is going on?
So you pay 1, you put this on a unit. It automatically gets the +1/+1 of the stats that the upgrade gives it. But now there's an action on this upgrade where you can spend 2 resources, defeat the upgrade, and then the unit now gets to attack, gets +4 and overwhelm.
That doesn't work well with Finn at all. Never mind.
Yeah, I know.
It works the opposite because Finn wants to defeat it.
As soon as you said that, I was excited for you to read the card.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because he's on it and everything too.
Yeah, my first thought was like, oh, cool, this is a Finn upgrade. It's got Finn on the artwork.
Yeah,
holding lightsaber. There that goes. Yeah, this seems good. This seems very good for aggro. Here, the heroism aggro that. You can put this on something, and if they can't answer it right away, they're probably going to use the action right away to then possibly win the game, overwhelm, and blow something up. So
Just a way better heroic sack.
yeah, I don't know. Heroic Sack's nice because you get to draw a card.
And it also does strictly cost 1. This essentially
Yeah.
costs 3.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
yeah, it like feels weird in a sense of like if you just play this and then immediately do the action, like immediately just paying 3 for the +4 and overwhelm feels like a hefty fee.
That's
But-
more for like the win. But yeah, obviously you want to probably put it on like early on, get 1 or 2 attacks on it, and then something that when they drop a sentinel down, then you probably do this to just blow it up.
It's just nerve wracking because of how much stuff
yeah.
dies. So it's like even getting in like 1 attack, I feel like with this upgrade, like or just regular attack, is like risky because things just die all the time.
Well, the second you put this on, I mean, this is a huge target on your back. You are killing this unit before it can do that.
Like I think you almost yeah.
You nuke it immediately.
I was
Take
like
down,
as the person
whatever
who
it
played
is.
it, you almost just have to like rip the 3, pay the 1 and then the 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're saying I know it's +4, but you're really getting +5 overwhelm because you're getting the 1 from the the base of the card.
That timing works
What do you mean?
because you're defeating the heroic resolve on the unit.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. You're just paying 3 for the +4.
You're just paying for the +4.
Yeah. Never mind. You're paying 3 for +4.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it feels slow even for aggro too. Is like my worry of just like those so many. Like I'd rather just pay 2 for Surprise Strike. I pay 1 for Heroic Sack. Pay 1 for Rebel Assault. All those are much more like action efficient than this.
Yeah.
Although this could be nasty with Sabine, on Sabine.
Yeah.
Just because she's like that wimpy 2 attack. And like giving her overwhelmed because like how many times do you like attack with your 3 cost unit, they drop a Child Sin or even like a cell block, and you're like, all right, my Sabine can't get past that. So, anyways, on to the next one. Brian.
Detention Block Rescue is a 3-cost aggression event. It's a gambit. Deal 3 damage to a unit. If that unit is guarding any captured cards, deal 6 damage instead. I can definitely see the potential if capture becomes like a big thing this set, but like I don't really know how many cards that we've got that do capture right now. Not a lot, right? There's like it's like very niche.
The only one that stands out is like Relentless Pursuit right now.
Mando's rifle.
Bounty Hunter. Yeah.
But like those are very specific instances. This is a worse open fire.
Yeah, I feel like you just play open fire right now.
You just play open fire over this. You get 1, and then it's gonna feel bad if you have it, and it's like, oh, you could do 6 if this is.
Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be good into like a good sideboard if capture is a big deal.
Yeah,
maybe.
And I'm guessing, there's gonna be situations where there's gonna be higher cost units that you're gonna want to get the 6 damage off, obviously, for. So this is probably good in that kind of situation.
Yeah.
Oh, they're okay, I'll just sideboard it in. They're capturing all my stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not even convinced it's a sideboard card right now.
This will be really good in draft. It's a common. I'm sure that'll happen more in draft. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's like because it's like, oh, if it gets captured, you could also just like you could remove it with anything. Rather than like a card that's like typically pretty bad, but situationally decent.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next one. We got Forlom, ground unit, 4 cost, cunning, villainy, bounty hunter for hire, 4 attack, 4 health, underworld, droid, bounty hunter, has ambush. Each friendly unit named Zuckuss gets +1/+1 and gains ambush. Even for 4/4, ambush, dig it, big fan. Can also hand out more stats to his buddy and give his buddy ambush. I think he's good. I think currently any yellow villain deck is going to play him. I wouldn't see why they don't.
Yep.
He's Underworld, Cad Bane, boom.
Boom.
Aphra she doesn't have synergy anyways, so you need a 4-drop, boom.
Boom.
Boba Fett ambush, get a resource back.
Aphra, you're not playing her.
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah. Here's the other Thrawn trash.
Thrawn,
So you want
you're
good
not
cards
playing
in the
him.
deck.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah. His biggest downside is that he's 4 for Boba. You know what I mean? Like Boba wants to ramp, so it's like those 4 costs can be awkward. But like he's still good. And
He's
for
cool.
Yep.
I feel like to fully talk about him, we should talk about the next card, which is the one I was referencing earlier, Flock, which you get to read.
See, you're wrong because this one's villainy, but
I
okay.
said villain.
Yeah, but the other one wasn't villainy, so
Yeah.
I still think the other card was a good card. Next card we have the Zuckuss.
The
Zuckuss.
Zuckuss.
Where's the
Zuckuss.
duh there?
The
Zuckuss.
Zuckuss.
Well, the
The
Zuckuss that Forlom was talking about previously. The Zuckuss ground unit. We have a 5-cost cunning villainy,
Facebook.
a 6/6 underworld bounty hunter with saboteur, and each friendly unit named Forlom gets +1/+1 and gains saboteur.
Every card that you've read tonight has saboteur.
I
on
know,
it.
I love it.
Saboteur.
Yeah, this is a good one. You got the 4-cost Forlom, drop that with ambush. Hopefully it survives. And then the next turn, you got Zuckuss coming out. Now it has ambush because of
The
Forlom.
Zuckuss.
Zuckuss comes in with saboteur, it can attack whatever it wants, defeat shields or whatever it's got to do. And then now Forlom has saboteur. So, I mean, I think they work hand in hand together very well.
5/7/7. Oh
yeah.
my
So,
God.
this is-
nuts.
Yeah,
Boba
the-
is just
yeah.
needs so much help.
These two cards are going in my IG88 deck because it's like, well, if you got the Forlom and the Zuckuss Buckus, you know, you don't want to. You're gonna let me deploy my IG88. We're good. So
Oh, Zuckuss what?
Buckus.
Zuckuss
I don't know.
Buckus.
I was trying
Zuckuss
to
Ruck.
rhyme.
You could have gone with Zuckuss Ruckus. There too, bud.
No,
Not even cross here.
no.
All right, cool.
I
Zuckuss
almost don't
Buckus is
want
good.
to ambush Forlom because I want to make sure Zuckuss gets ambushed.
Yeah,
Forlom's a little fragile.
I could see that. But,
Zuckuss
I mean,
is a
if you
big
got,
boy.
I mean, if you're playing Jeddah, you can Jeddah, give it -4, and then
Waste
you
of
can
an
ambush
action.
How's that a waste
of an
action?
Forlom ambush, yeah.
Yeah, before, you just Jeddah, then 4-line ambush. If you want to get the ambush, knock it off. Because obviously,
Knock
if
it
you
off.
Jeddah something, they're not going to attack with it, and then you can go in and just kill it. And then got the same thing. You're not going to take any damage back, and then next
Oh.
turn you can Zuckuss in. Why did I say Zuckuss when I meant Forlom? I'm sorry. Yeah, my
Yellow
bad.
Villain just needs a lot more support. I don't think it's good enough right now, currently.
Clearly.
Not
Zuckuss
good.
should also have the 4 straight. This is ridiculous.
Zuckuss.
In the comics, maybe Legends, I forget. He's like, they think he's force sensitive because he's like really good at tracking. And there's
I
like,
don't know anything about Zuckuss or Forlom, actually.
there's like comic strips like alluding to it, but I guess eventually the Empire deems him not actually force sensitive, but he believes himself to be. Because if he was actually force sensitive, they probably would have just killed him rather than hire him as a bounty hunter. But who knows?
True.
All right, Flock, you had this one. Brian, you got the next
That's
one.
me. Embo is a 3-cost, vigilance only, ground unit, stoic, and resolute. He's a 3/4 underworld bounty hunter. When this unit completes an attack, if the defender was defeated, heal to 2 damage from a unit. Pretty neat. Cool unit. He's a blue Ezra Bridger.
Except he doesn't.
Except it doesn't do the Ezra Bridger. That's fine. That's,
yeah, I
that's
was like,
fine.
what?
Arguably,
His stats
worse.
are the same. Stats are the same.
And he has a when completed attack.
Mhm.
It is nice that you
He's
can
okay.
heal himself.
Or something else.
So that's nice there,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know.
It's in my Grand Inquisitor deck. I just put it in there.
Yeah, I could see it was just some healing and stuffs.
Mhm.
It's just weird
Yeah.
because you like can't reset him
Yeah, because then he'll die. More than
because it's
likely.
because Ezra can also hit the base and do his ability, whereas Embo
Mhm.
has to attack into something, survive to then
point.
heal the 2. Because it's if the defender was defeated, heal up to 2 damage from a unit, so you have to kill
Mhm.
something with him.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my like.
Well, just
only
all I got to do is Jeddah the unit, and then you gotta attack and then kill it.
Oh yeah, you're playing Grand Inquisitor Embo with
Everything has Jeddah. Yeah, everything's got Jeddah, so everything's good when you think about giving something -4.
Zuckuss.
Zuckuss.
All right, any other thoughts? I mean, it seems fine. Just we'll need to.
No, he's interesting. He's cool. Not special.
On the next one, headhunting, 2-cost event. It's a tactic. It is aggression. It is villainy, and it says attack with up to 3 units, 1 at a time. They cannot attack bases for these attacks. Each bounty hunter that attacks this way gets +2 for its attack. It's an uncommon. Artwork is absolutely fire. We got Forlom and Zuckuss, as we just talked about them too. This card seems poopy doopy butt. Like, what do I care about? Like, the best case
Not
scenario.
just poo poo doo doo. It's poopy doopy super poo poo doo doo butts.
The peak of this
That's
card
bad.
is Django Fett attacking with Overwhelm.
Yeah.
Like.
Yep. So is that an 8? If he's got a bounty on him with this card. 8 with Overwhelm.
Oh yeah.
It's
3
plus 3.
He's 3
plus
3.
2.
Yeah, with Overwhelm, and draws a card if he defeats, which he would. I would assume him doing 8 damage to something kills it.
You would hope.
Yeah, but it's just like, what other
Yeah.
bounty hunter does this?
Zuckuss and Forlom, dude.
He can't hit the base. So like Saboteur.
Zuckuss and Forlom, dude. Yeah, it's so good. You defeat the shields, and then you defeat it. It's great. Nah, that's pretty bad. It's poo poo doo doo super poopy doo doo butts is what you said, right? Is that a tier? Is that a tier list here?
Yeah.
Is that why did you make that your tier list the other day?
We need to
Poo poo doo doo super poopy doo doo butts.
rename our tier lists.
Really rolls off the tongue.
I mean, 3 actions like clear the board potentially, or paying 2 to attack with 3 units to clear the board is like half decent. But it seems so situational, like just not.
I'm surprised this is a red event. I feel like red just goes smack to the base, and this is a you cannot touch the base card. This feels like a green card to me. Feels like it should be in command to kind of control the board.
I'm looking at some of these bounty hunters. Like, you have IG-88, Boba Fett leader. You have Boba Fett unit.
Mm-hmm.
You have Bosk. You have bounty hunter crew, Greedo. You have Bosk leader, Cad Bane. Mando leader and Mando unit. Embo, reputable hunter. Discerning veteran, Dengar, Django Fett, Chrysanthemum, Ketsu, IG-11, covetous rivals, Forlom, Zuckuss, chain code collector, resourceful pursuers, and bounty guild initiate. None of them naturally have Overwhelm, I believe, if my quick skim.
Except for Django, right?
But he doesn't even naturally. You need to have
bounty
on something.
Right.
So it's just like, what
Card sucks.
does this do for me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Except you're just trading board for 2.
Yeah,
a lot of your stuff isn't going to survive either. I feel like.
Yep.
Because if you need to use this card, you're clearing up the big stuff.
Yep.
Anyway,
cool.
We spent a lot of time on this card that we called poo poo super poopy doo doo butts.
Flock.
So.
Next one.
Next card we have
bounty hunters.
Yeah.
The next card we have. Okay, so the next card. So the next card is Bounty Guild Initiate. I'm kidding. No, that's not the next card. Next card is Desperate Attack, a 1-cost event, aggression. Attack with a damaged unit. It gets +2/+0 for this phase.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. I mean, only thing I really care about is if you want to sack something that's already been taking damage, and you wanted to trade upwards with it. So, like something you know is going to die already. Other than that, this is a situational card. I don't really see it getting much play in any of my decks.
Yeah. Like, even like aggro decks, it's like 1 for 2 is pretty good value. But it's like you just want like stuff that just vomits out damage. You don't necessarily want like situational cards.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because it has to be damage unit to get the +2. So it's like you have to, and then a lot of times when you're playing aggression or I'm playing against aggro, I don't want it to survive. I'm attacking it to kill it.
Yeah, you're being efficient with your trade, so you're ideally.
Yep.
Just
so they're not really going to have damage on them, really.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. On the last one.
Bounty Guild Initiate is a sauceless 1-cost ground unit. No aspects, sauceless. 1/2 bounty hunter. When played, if you control another bounty hunter unit, may deal 2 damage to a ground unit. Okay. I'll use this in limited.
I was say again, draft and
Draft
sealed.
is
Like
pretty
this
good.
seems like a pretty good card. Just 2 damage out of hand with a body behind with maybe bounty hunter with head hunting. It can then hit for 3. Something.
Yup. Actually, if you could play multiple of these in one turn and clear out the board, almost better than headhunting can in draft.
Yeah. What if your entire deck is bounty killed and shits?
You have your leader Bosk deployed, and you just got
You just drop 5 of these bad boys.
bounty kill, kills everything.
That's my draft deck, baby, right there.
It just nukes, and then you have a legion of 1 attack
1-2.
units.
And then I will ping you
1,
to
2.
death.
Yep,
There's
death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, I mean he's like interesting, not terrible, but probably doesn't make a premier deck. If he had the underworld tag too, I could see him maybe sneaking in for some like damage out of hand stuff, but he's not that.
Yeah.
So, all right, we are just passing an hour, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We are chatty Cathy's.
That's
Nothing
Brian.
to do about it. We are coming up on our last 2 leader reveals this week on the 18th and the 20th. So we'll see who we get. We got a stream on the 18th. I don't think there's one on the 19th.
We get. They've both been.
Well,
right?
we know it's Han and Jabba. We just don't know the order.
Yeah.
Of that. So excited to see both them, and we'll see how I guess spoilers roll out from here. The 26th is the draft stream, I believe. That FFG is doing. So we should have like the rest of the spoilers by then, I would imagine. Yeah, the 26th Shadows of the Galaxy draft. So nothing this week other than the makeup Game Genic one on the 18th. But yeah, we pretty sure we had all the spoilers for set 1 by this time. I'm like starting to feel the drain of like how slow this roll has like. I almost just wish they like maybe cut it a week or 2 off and then just like condensed it and gave us more. 3 cards a day, dude. I need more of a hit.
When the set dropped last time, there was a celebration thing, so we had cards that were spoiled, like the whole set was done. How many cards was that? Do you remember?
Handful.
Like, there's
only like 12. There's only like 12 left. I
will
believe.
this math out to be about the same? Or do you think we're gonna get the full set by?
We should definitely have the full set before release because TCG Player, online store, stuff like that. But it was like that was February 9th and 10th, and the game came out March 8th. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks before. And we are now
3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks away. So it's like we don't have the full set. And it was like around this time for the first set, we got all the showcases. Which, oh my gosh, wait, before we go, everybody tune back in real quick. I got to throw up the image of the Kylo.
True.
Why'd you let me forget that, Brian? You literally had one job. But the showcase Kylo looks sick, and you could probably infer that the Rey will be the art that Game Genic has showed off to. And this came from a Game Genic tweet today on Sunday, on Father's Day. How fitting for Kylo.
Oh, I get it. That's funny.
But all right, enough blibber blabbering. We will catch you all next week with more spoilers.
Blibber blab.
Blibber blabbering.
Deuces, poopy doopy, Scooby droopy.